All right, let's jump right in. Look, it's 2026 and so many businesses are making this one huge mistake. They're pouring tons of money into these gorgeous websites that, let's be honest, just don't sell anything. So today we're going to break down exactly why that is, and I'm going to show you how to build a real sales machine in just about an hour.
So let me ask you a question, straight up. Is your website just a black hole for your ad budget? You know the feeling, right? You spend all this money to get them there, they show up, they click around for a second, and then they're gone, vanished, without a trace. If that sounds even a little bit familiar, you're in exactly the right place. We're about to fix that.
This right here, this comparison, really frames the entire problem. Over on the left, you've got the traditional website. It's basically a confusing showcase. It's static, it's all about us, and it just throws way too many choices at people. But on the right, you have the magnetic funnel, and that's totally different. It acts like your best salesperson, guiding someone down one single clear path that's focused completely on them and their problem.
Okay, so let's really dig into this first problem, what I call the website black hole. We need to understand why this old model, this digital business card that was born in the 90s, is so completely broken when it comes to actually making sales today. You know, this quote it nails it. It really does. Thinking of your website as a glossy catalog left in a dusty corner of a deserted fair. I mean, wow. It might look really polished and professional, but if no one's there to see it, and if it's not actively doing anything, it's just a passive, lonely object, it's not working for you. And here's the key psychological reason these websites fail. It's a concept called paralysis of analysis. When a potential customer lands on your site and you hit them with a dozen different buttons and messages and things to read, they don't carefully consider each one. No way. They get overwhelmed, their brain short circuits, and they just leave. It really is that simple. And here they are. Meet the culprits. I call them the paths to nowhere. Home, about us, our history, services, blog, contact. I mean, in a world where a person's attention is the most valuable thing you can get, asking them to choose between all of these is a huge mistake. Because you know what the easiest choice is for them? It's that back button. Every single time.
All right, enough doom and gloom about the problem. Let's talk about the solution. The funnel. This isn't a showcase. It's a guided path. It's a system that is designed from the ground up with one single purpose in mind: to turn a curious visitor into a happy customer.
And here it is, the definition in its purest form. A magnetic funnel is a linear path. There are no distractions. There's no navigation bar, no links to your Instagram, nothing to pull them away. There is only a clear promise, a benefit for them, and one single obvious action to take next. It's all about focus. So, okay, we get what a funnel is, but how in the world do you actually build one? Well, it is way simpler than you might think. It really just comes down to these three psychologically proven pillars that attract people and then convert them into customers. And here they are, the big three. Number one is the emotional hook. You gotta grab their attention in like 3 seconds flat. Second, the lead magnet, where you offer something of such irresistible value, they have to have it. And third, the indoctrination. This is where you build a real relationship completely on autopilot.
Now check this out. This shows you the insane power of that first pillar, the hook. The before is what everybody does, right? Welcome to Company X. It's totally ego-focused. But the after flips it completely. It becomes how to get the result you desperately want without the pain you hate. So, instead of welcome to Smith Financial, it's how to retire 5 years early without taking on risky investments. See the difference? One is about you, the other is about them. That's what gets attention.
Next up, pillar 2, the lead magnet. Let's be real, it's 2026. The days of someone giving you their email for a monthly newsletter are long gone. Dead. You have to earn it now. A lead magnet is a value exchange. You give them a real, tangible solution, a powerful checklist, a super useful template, a quick video that solves a problem, and in return, they give you their email, which is permission to keep talking to them. And that brings us to the third pillar, the indoctrination sequence. Now, don't let the name throw you, okay? Just think of it as your automated relationship builder. This is where the funnel really just destroys a traditional website. Because instead of sitting there passively waiting for someone to hopefully come back, the funnel starts an automated conversation. It sends helpful content that educates them, builds your authority, and answers their biggest questions before they even think to ask them.
Okay, so let's pull back the curtain now and look at the actual mechanics. Let's talk about building your automated sales engine. This is the system that is out there working for you 24/7, building those relationships and making sales even when you're asleep.
And if you're wondering why automation is so critical, just look at this number, 5 to 12. Studies show that most sales don't happen on the first contact. They happen somewhere between the 5th and the 12th contact. Now, a website stops after 1, and trying to manually follow up with every lead a dozen times, that's impossible. But a funnel, it does it for you, automatically.
And the best part? You do not need to be some kind of coding genius to pull this off. Not anymore. There are these amazing all-in-one tools like System.io that let you just visually build the whole thing, from the landing page to the emails, all in one spot. And then if you want to add some rocket fuel, you can use a specialized tool like GetResponse, which lets you do really smart things like sending different emails to people based on the links they click. It's so powerful.
Now, I know this might be sounding like a big, complicated project, but here's the absolute best part. It's not. This isn't some 6-month website redesign. So let's walk through the 60-minute transformation. This is your actionable plan to get the core of this engine up and running in just 1 hour.
All right, here it is, your literal step-by-step roadmap. For the first 15 minutes, you're just going to focus on crafting that powerful hook. That's it. For the next 15 minutes, create your lead magnet. Keep it simple. A 3-page PDF, a 5-minute video, just give them a quick win. And then in the final 30 minutes, you hop into a tool like System.io, grab a template, and build your page. Wow, done.
But here is the most important piece of advice I can give you through this whole process. Your goal is not perfection, it's direction. The market today, in 2026, it rewards speed, it rewards implementation. It does not reward people who sit around planning for 6 months trying to get everything perfect.
And if you need a little more motivation, just let this quote sink in for a second. In one single focused hour of work, you can create more real sales potential for your business than your static website has probably generated in the last 3 years combined. Just think about the power of that.
So at the end of the day, it really just comes down to one question. The website, it's a monument to the past. The funnel, that's the engine of your future. So are you ready to stop just hoping customers find you and instead start building a path that guides them directly to you? It's time to turn off that dusty old showcase and turn on your magnet.